Let's take a look at finding a limit from a table. So I'm trying to find the limit as x goes to 0 of e to the 3.2x minus e to the 1.3x all over x. If I were to plug in 0, I'd end up with the 0 over 0 case. So this is in an undetermined form here. So what I'm going to do in Desmos is I'm going to type in the equation that I have, or the expression that I have. And then I'm going to create a table really, really close to 0. It looks like it's almost ripping at 0. It's almost undefined there. And let's see what is going on. Let's take a look at finding a limit from a table. I have a limit as x goes to 0 of e to the 3.2x minus e to the 1.3x all over x. This is in a form 0 over 0 if you were to plug in 0 into the function, so it's currently undefined. And at x equals 0, I can see that it's getting close to a number, but right at that spot, it is undefined for the function. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create a table. And in Desmos, you can click this gear-looking thing and then the table to create a table. So I'm just going to take a bunch of inputs that are close to 1, or close to 0 rather, and I'm going to get closer and closer to 0. And I'm hoping that I'll see that this is going to a specific value. Okay, so if I start this thing at 2, I have 0.2. I have 2.99774. Looking at this at 0.1, this becomes 2.38299938. At 0.05, I have 2.1270369. It's going down, but it doesn't seem to be getting closer to a value yet. I'm looking for a pattern. 1.943, 2638. Maybe something going on in the 1.9-ish area. 1.904, 2801. Ooh, yeah, it looks like it's zooming into 1.9 here. 1.900. I'm starting to pick up zeros after the 1.9. That's a really promising feature. 1.9000. How many zeros do I have there? 1, 2, 3 zeros. I'm sure I could get more. 428. And it looks like this limit, as we get closer and closer to x equals 0, is 1.9. Let's type in something with a whole bunch of zeros here. And then a 1. This is giving me something like 1.899 or so. Oh, there we go. 1.900000357. As we're getting closer and closer, it appears to be reaching 1.9. I'm going to zoom in for my function. Ooh, yeah, look at that. As I'm zooming in, do you see how I'm getting closer and closer to that 1.9 value? It's getting super close to that as I get closer and closer to 0. So that's how I can find a limit from a table. I'm pretty much just finding closer and closer values to the specific thing I care about, assuming that I can't plug in that specific value. Let's check out more of these examples together.